I set up an outpost here kind of randomly, but it was based on another YouTube video, but I didn't actually choose it that well. Um, so it's not like one of these optimum outposts where you can like do loads and loads of resources in one place because I didn't quite click how important it was to use your outpost wisely. I think I've probably done the opposite of use my outpost wisely. Now, the cool thing about this is it's with the Argos Extractors mod that Miso plays created, and so the landing pad here is hers, her creation. You can see that, like, number one, it's a lot lower down to the ground than I had previously with the standard one.
Even the judge from House Baruch gives it a 10 out of 10.
And check out, like, the kind of stuff that's on there that makes it look like a proper mining outpost. The rock around it, which is really cool because it is basically like the rock of the planet that it's on as well. And then up here, I've used her modular outposts Argos Extractors mod to create this whole thing on top of some of the storage I already had like sitting about, and obviously it's like a raised element as well, so it's actually really cool. I'll show you that in a minute, but before I show you that, I'll show you like the original setup I had here. So these are the habs that I built, just pure vanilla, and this was always kind of like going to be my home base, so I can just quickly show you what I've got coming in here. So these are just the standard. So in helium-3 and copper should be coming in. There's an issue with the helium, I guess, at the other end, because this is what's coming in. We've got tungsten and titanium, cobalt and nickel. And then here we've got beryllium, aluminium, neodymium, helium-3, structural material, neon, lead, silver. That's amazing. Like, so much coming in one place. You can see I've got tons of storage here, but that does need refreshing, has to be said. And I've got two more. I've got room for two more, so I can bring in more materials. So that's cool. So it's there's quite a lot coming in here. And itself, there is some iron being produced. I need some food. So let's eat. What shall I eat? Chunks. What I need is like food I've got quite a few of, so I can add this to my easy. So chunks potato package, I'm going to favorite and add here. And in the meantime, I'll take a chunks potato. Okay.
Judge, but I doubt you truly need to be carrying all of that.
That's an annoying glitch that Andrea keeps saying that whenever I eat something. That annoys me. Now, you can see that there's actually some construction going on here around my hab, and it's actually because there was a glitch with that Argos mod where I added a living quarters and then I took it away, but it left a section of it, and there's actually some floating stuff going on in there. But I figured if I make it look like it's construction, then it kind of actually adds to the authenticity of this whole outpost. I quite like it. So if we go in here, this is very vanilla and relatively low effort. So this is just like a kind of utility area with storage, which I'll probably add more details to.
Generating suitable reading. Hello, traveler.
Hello. And then in here, this is going to be the kitchen. This is kitchen diner area, which I've created. So I quite like some of the details I've added there. This table, can you see the subsidence that's going on here? Very irritating that keeps happening. But this room needs work. Like this, I want this to feel more like a welcome area as well, something like that. In here is the rec room, so we've got
Aye, Captain. Good to see you.
staff just lazing around in here. I want to add pool balls and stuff like that. But again, look, subsidence. Things just melting into the items I put them on, which is frustrating. Got darts here, however, so we can have a game of darts. So this could be a fun room once I update it. And then,
Because I do not experience boredom.
yeah, get
I
out of the way.
excel in the performance of menial tasks.
Would you mind moving out of the way? Thank you. Hey!
Hey, how's it going?
Good to see you, man. It's Hella.
All is well, Captain, all things
My
considered.
Outpost management special. She doesn't have any. So this also is a nice crew station that Miss O Plays did, which I really like because it's totally unique and more lived in. And then I've got all of the various workstations here, the basic mission board, everything. And then this is just a standard workstation which I added a couple of things to, but clearly I have not
Just here
got
for
the
a chat?
skills of Miss O Plays, because look how cool that looks. But it's harder to do. It's really hard to add things to this, and obviously I could do a better job of that. But then the other part of this is the bedroom. So we've got 2 double beds. It's cozy for these folks. I hope they get on well, and I love this. I think this was again Miss O Plays, or someone else, Mills Builds does it too. So it's like using one of the corridors basically for the bathroom, because there was never a suitable area for that. And this one's got a nice light in, so I think this must be Miss O Plays one of her corridors that she has as part of that mod. So highly recommend that mod. It did cause me some issues
This
initially,
unit is
but
performing
if
a
you move it to the
software update.
top of the load order, as in first in the load order, it's been playing a lot better for me since that happened, which was just actually when I deleted my reserve space on the Xbox. That kind of rejigged itself and it works better now. So that's the little vanilla hab. Now you can see coming up there, collect your profits from chunks, Kagar, and that's the choose your chunks mod, and that's been amazing. So I'm going to talk about that another time and show you my franchise empire that I've set up through that mod. I really like it. So you can see this is a very much a working outpost, and I've made an arrangement with Argos Extractors now. It's actually my own company. Argos Extractors is yeah, it's a deal I've made with them, because it benefits them if their branding is on my outposts, simply because it makes them look better, because I have got like a really robust operation going on. And so what you get with this is one of the modular aspects, and it comes with its own storage for liquid gas over here, and solid storage, and it's decent amounts. 750, this is 1,000, so like there's more you get than you get in the other. So at some point I'm going to tidy this up, because I won't need as many storage things dotted about. However, I do quite like the way that this is built on top of some of them, and it just adds to like the feeling that like this has all been kind of built as part of the operation. So now I haven't done anything in here, so this is very much what you get when you get the mod. It's decorated already. You can get an empty one. But it's so cool. I guess I wanted to show this before I worked with it in any more detail, so I can add like weapons here, which I probably will do. I can add suits onto the mannequins, so let's look at what we could add here. We could add anything. Let's add one of these. Yeah, I'll add one of these. There we go. Pretty cool. You add your helmets here. Love it. Absolutely love it. And these doors work, so you can close them. Very nice. It all very much feels like a working place. And then through here we come to another modular. I can't remember the names of all the mods, but I think this is like the base of operations, front of store, as it were. So I can actually use this.
Must be something in all of that you can afford to let go of.
Which is cool. This is a little desk. So this is very much like where I'm running. The idea is where I'm running my mining operation from. Pretty cool, and I'd love to get more NPCs in here. There's a corridor along here which leads to living quarters. Because it's dark, the lighting's actually not too bad once you come in. None of the subsidence seems to be happening here, which is nice. Obviously we've got the fridge, needs filling up with milk, etc. Yeah, so she's also done custom cooking stations. She's done that with a few of the things. But you've got, the cool thing about this is you can actually change out the layout. There's a few different layouts, but I really like the way they've been done as well. So you can change like the windows here. So if I didn't want a window, that back wall, I mean, I could just literally change it, or change the type of window, which I think is really nice. I'll just show you that actually here. So check it out, a different layout. So you know, obviously you're not using your full creativity because it's already been done for you, but it gives you an option to customize it. And I really can't tell at night actually, but you can see the certain things outside here, and during the day it's really cool walking through these corridors with the windows. Gives you like an outlook onto your outpost. And yes, we have.
Let me know if you're hungry. For a few
Provision out
credits,
here.
I may have something to spare. We sell medicine, armor, and whatever else passes through.
Just
We
brilliant.
sell everything we don't eat or breathe.
So you get a randomly generated trader, and they do have resources. So if you're like, oh damn it, I really just needed some cobalt to build whatever, this is a good backup. And you can obviously sell stuff as well
Back
and
to
make some money.
civilization, huh?
Yeah. And that trader has got her own area up here, her own computer, where there's some how cool is that? So I love that. And obviously the living quarters are there for her to use, but because there's only double beds in my vanilla habs, I'm guessing that some of the staff might come up here to use those living quarters as well. Now, I don't have a door there to get out, so I need to go back, but the provision are just there. It made sense to have a door here, and there's a bit of a glitch because this is not a breathable planet, but thankfully the doors just open themselves. They're already open, and I find that quite good. So you can see pretty nice variation there in what we can have at this one single outpost. And those modular things, there's more of them, which I'll show you in a minute. So we take the Grav 79 and we go
For a drive, is it not?
over here. I've also got more of my own little habs. That was like the worst driving ever, I apologize. So we're still in the same outpost, as you can see, right? But here's my own little, it's a bit of a man cave, I've got to be honest. It's not really meant to be for any of the other crew. I don't have a crew station in. So, more sink. So that one hasn't sunk into the table, but that one has, from the Doom mod. And then a few manufacturing items here. I've got loads of stuff shoved in here, and then this is my contraband cache. I've got all of the contraband piled over here. Everything you could ever need. And I'm going to put some more in. So let's do that. I think it comes under miscellaneous usually. Alright, so we've got harvested organs. Quite looking forward to trying out the Useful Briggs mod, if you've heard of that. Hilarious idea. I think that's all the contraband I've got. I tend to do these in single runs. I'll take a bunch of it and sell it off if I feel like I need a bit of extra money. But right now, I've got a cool million, so not really too worried about money right now. I quite like hoarding that stuff. Got some weapon displays here that I could add to, and then in here it's just like, yeah, punching bag. Yeah, this was before I installed the Argos Extractors mod, so I've got a bunch of just random stuff in here, honestly. Androsia, is she having a go at the punch bag? That would be quite cool if she did. Cool, so that is everything at this outpost. But that's not everything there is to see on Jaffa. What are we on? Jaffa V11-b.
Style, I see.
Because if we just go down here, you can see more. This is actually the second outpost I set up because I realized I wasn't getting much iron from that one. So here I've got tons and tons of iron, and then I also used it, I've got robot security dogs, and I also used it as an excuse to try out some more of the modules here from the Argos Extractors. So let's have a look at that. The same landing pad, but as you can see, this is flat on the ground this time, and it looks, different. I mean, it's still the same, but it feels a bit different to what it was like. And then here is pretty cool because you can add stuff to these, I believe. Yeah, display case. So we can add, for example, a piece of cobalt. How beautiful is that? So we can add as many of them as we want. And it's a real showcase for your mining operation. This is very much the reception area, if you know what I mean. Drinks. I wish I'd done this. I didn't, but there's a stash box there which I think might be infinite. Yeah, and I'm assuming that is then reflected in any crafting that you can do at that specific outpost. So it's pretty cool. Now it actually leads into the observatory. I haven't done anything with this because I want to get the mod that slightly improves the observatory, but I mean, it doesn't do anything is the problem, but it looks cool. I would really like it if you could actually use this in some way to look up, but I guess that would be ridiculous. They don't have that functionality, but it would be cool if you could. That's where we've been already, right? So through here I've got another nice corridor, and then additional area. I think it's like the science kind of area. So it's just really, really cool for immersion here. So here's another custom workbench, but it's a research station. So I'm loving that, and I might move this. I might add these to the other outposts so that I've got them all in one place. But right now, I'm just enjoying having access to these. It's just so cool. This is much more feeling like your own place now. There's food laid out. I mean, it's really immersive. So and there's another door here that I like.
To what do I owe this pleasure? I will be thinking about you.
Thanks, Andrew. It's so pleasant. So pleasant. She's my wife, I suppose. So there we go. So really loving that mod. If you come up here, there's more stuff on top, which is very cool. And you can decorate this as well. That's awesome. So very happy with that one. Highly recommend it. As I say, I would just recommend putting it very high up in the load order. I know that there's different load order recommendations. I do not have a lot of mods yet, so I'm by no means an expert, but Like I say, it did cause me some issues when I first installed it, but I think it's worth persevering with it. I added these lights, by the way, just so that I could see that outpost from the other outpost, but you'll see that some things aren't visible until you get like a lot closer. It's just the way that it's set up. So thank you for not watching, because no one's watching, but if you did happen to watch this, thank you, and I will see you later.